What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? TGIF. But is it? Yes, it really is. It doesn't matter that markets are red today, that Bitcoin is at around $67,000 at the time of this video and dropped as low as 65,000. We're going to take a look at the chart and see what the chart says, not what our sentiment says, not what our fear says. All right, we're going to take a look at the markets and get an idea of what the heck is going on. All right, is everything going to crap? To I don't think so, guys. Remember, this is just an opportunity. Take a look at my portfolio, see what's going on there with all my plays, what I did today as far as buy. I had a little bit of capital, and I'll tell you guys everything. And so, without further ado, let's do this. Guys, take a look at this chart, man. How many times do we have to take a look at this thing? What is going on right here? We are still in this structure, right inside of this channel, oscillating. The upper part of this channel not really wanting to let go of this area yet. Okay, yes, we are below this line right here, but we've been here before. Been here before. April 2nd, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We've been here before. 21st of May. 22nd, 23rd of May. Okay, right below it, right below it, until I see it kind of drop below this right here, before 64,000. I could say, okay, yeah, maybe we're gonna touch the bottom of this and maybe oscillate off of that. Boom. And maybe that's what we're gonna do. It is possible. It is possible. I remember this week I made mention of, like, hey, you know, we have to look at these other things that are like the dollar. The dollar is looking a little strong or whatever. Then it dropped back down here. In the last 3 days up here, right? What's going on? So let's put a little information here in your ears here. The drawdown triggered the largest leverage without washout in a month, liquidating some 850 million of leveraged derivatives trading positions across all digital assets. CoinGlass data shows some $770 million of those positions were longs, betting on rising prices, caught off guard by the sudden decline, of course. So market makers doing what market makers do, right? And that is the case. Okay, now the DXY probably knew something was going on, right? Because when people are scared, people go into the dollar. The dip occurred as stock markets sank during the U.S. trading session amid rising fears of broadening conflict in the Middle East. Well, there it is. That's the little narrative for right now. As U.S. authorities warned that Iran could prepare to launch a significant attack on Israel. All right, so let me finish this off by giving the what this investment firm has to say. Digital asset investment firm Rise Labs, formerly Sino Global Capital, said on a Friday commentary to anticipate some short-term market softness for crypto assets due to the upcoming tax season. So another little thing to keep in mind. However, it maintained a more constructive long-term outlook, expecting relief for the asset class as policymakers will slow quantitative tightening and potentially adjust monetary policy to facilitate U.S. government debt rollovers. Okay, so that's kind of like the part of the whys that we're experiencing here, that we're seeing here. And through all that, guys, all right, through all those liquidations, through all that potential war in the Middle East, escalation in the Middle East, Black Swan type of thing, right? Bitcoin is still pretty strong, guys. 67,290. Yes, my portfolio, for example, is from its height of the 28th, March 28th, at 566% to where it is right now on the 12th of this month, April, up 383%. So I went from up in less than a month, from up 566% down to up 383%, guys. All right. And honestly, no big deal. All I do is this. I shrug it off, man. No big deal. I mean, you got to put things in perspective. I'm still up 383%, right? And if your portfolio is still positive, then you're still good too. If your portfolio is negative right now, you probably have the best ability to improve your position, because you could definitely improve your position buying at these levels. Okay, buying at they are right now. And like I said, short and shallow. This is how I expect these things to be. Could we drop down here more? Yeah, of course. But what will have changed? Essentially nothing, because this is what we've been doing. We've been oscillating. Okay, so just keep that in mind, guys. And now back to the dollar and all that stuff. You know, these type of things kind of manifest themselves in the charts. Okay, so when we were seeing that the dollar was starting to rise and show some strength, well, now we kind of know why, right? A few days to give that back, tested, came back strong these last 3 days. Okay, and these are things that could cause the markets to drop or go sideways. As I mentioned, I think this week, I thought, you know, maybe we could kind of slowly grind up, right? Slowly grind up, go slightly higher. Obviously, there's going to be dips along the way. And so before the things start really gaining traction, 200 days after the Bitcoin halving, how I see it, okay, more or less, things start moving up. Actually, before that, they start moving up stronger, but into like the parabolic phase of it after 200 days. And that's what we're waiting for, and that's what we're really setting up for. And nothing has changed. I mean, structurally, everything looks the same. It seems like we are just we were over schedule, right? We were ahead of schedule, and now it seems like we're just regressing to the mean, basically, right? Compared to last cycles is what I'm talking about. All right, and even if we have a black swan, like what happened last time that we had a black swan, the COVID thing, that was that, and then what happened? Recovered relatively quick, and then just started going crazy, because that was then, you know, because the halving then came right after, right? And then, as you can see right here, look at all that chop. Look at that big range, right? Just after the halving, and then eventually, how many days after in this particular case? And we're looking at 2020 here, by the way. 63 days to get out of that whole range, that whole area. A couple of months, and up, and then it came back down, and then how many days later did the parabolic phase kind of start in this last cycle? 153 days, guys. Okay, 153 days from the Bitcoin halving. So I mean, we can expect something similar. I mean, not exactly, right? Not exactly, but something similar. I don't think that this is going to be the left translated cycle that people are expecting this to kind of be like right here. I think it'll be somewhere either here or farther down, you know. How long ago was the peak here? Let's take a look at that really quick. After the halving, the first peak, right? 338 days. If we take all this volatility and then do it from the second peak, that was 545 days after the Bitcoin halving, guys. All right. So when is that? Let's just say around 570. November 10th, 2025. Okay, November 10th, 2025. If I just kind of guesstimate, right, based on the previous cycle, how long it took to peak, it would be a little bit longer, I would say, because these have gotten a little longer progressively, for it to get to its peak from the halving, measured from the halving. And so something around 570, which would be towards the end of 2025, which is normal based on previous cycles. Left translated cycle theory might be disproven soon, right? In these next couple of months, right around this time right here, basically. All right, because once we're in this box area, then that's where historically, you know, we've gone into the comparatively speaking, we've gone into like the parabolic phase of the final phase, basically, of the cycle. Okay. Makes sense, guys. It makes sense. All right. So no big deal. Again, take a look at this as opportunity. All right. Opportunity. And looking at it from the week perspective, sideways, right? And that would make sense, as I just mentioned, because the dollar strong, Dow Jones is dropping, the Nasdaq staying pretty relatively strong, right? Oscillating, looking sideways to me, the Nasdaq still, and S&P 500 looking like it's maybe having a short-term top, seeing what happens now. It's dropping as well. And then these things that we don't want to see go up, the US government 2-year bond yields, boom, up, nice wick right there, up, Nice wick right there. Let me put these in on the daily, just so you can see that too. So we've given it back. Okay, and what I want to say also regarding this whole tensions in the Middle East thing, it's just knee-jerk fear, right? And so usually when that happens, it gets eaten up faster. So hopefully I've walked people that needed to get walked off the ledge. Let's take a look at gold real quick. Gold is having a red day. See, today it pumped up hard on that news, fear, people going to safe havens. But it's giving that back, and it's actually red right now. So I don't know. I like I said, my thesis still stands. Okay, until the structure is broken, I don't see us really dropping too much. I really don't. 61,000, maybe. And if we do drop there, hopefully I can get some money, some capital somewhere to put in. Although I do have the ability to make 2 buys, and I did make a buy in that token that I mentioned to you guys yesterday. This one. TX20 looks pretty good, although we're having 2 red days. It's fine. I mean, do we come down here and hang out down here for a little while at 5 cents? Sure. I could still make more buys in it and lower my average buy price eventually, and I could wait this thing out. I'm gonna wait this thing out because eventually I think this thing will pump. Okay, it's got really good narrative. I want to buy some more of this one actually. Argo coin or Devolved AI. I gotta make a video on it. I know. I will make the videos on the cryptos, on these cryptos that I haven't made videos on. All right, let's take a quick look at my portfolio. As I mentioned, relatively speaking, I am taking a beating. What does my top 10 look like right now? Relio is still in my top 10, but it's having a bad week. It's having a bad week. Landshare having a bad week as well, down 20%. That's number 2. Stobox number 3. Hey, Stobox, you guys definitely got to take a look at Stobox STBU for sure. STBU down 11%, but up 4%. There's a lot. So see a lot of green in the last hour because things get overblown. Things drop down more than they should, and they come back up. And those that are not scared and that have some capital, well, they can take advantage of these big opportunities. Cineverse has had a bad week as well, down 13%. Let's take a look at that. Credify down 17% for me. Tectum down 9%. Let's take a look at some charts. Let's take a look at my small little bag of degen plays, little memes. 22 cents. It's at 15 cents. Rekka might not be a bad area to come in. 1.5 million market cap right now. But again, short money. I wouldn't put big money out. I'm not worried about any of this stuff because I don't really have that much money in it, But just enough to enjoy some gains if and when they go up. Chuck just a little bit under at 0.0033. That's at 0.0030, 2.9 million. And Redo, small, tiny position on all of them, and I'm not down a whole lot. My average buy is 87 cents and 78 cents. All right, so that's those positions. I do like this Devolved AI. I do like this. Let's see. Bitcoin dominance. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance really quick, guys. Zoom out a little bit. And as you can see, we have broken out of this area and pretty strong, although we have a wick right here. Can we go higher? This is good. To me, this is positive. We want to see Bitcoin go up higher because eventually the altcoins will follow, okay? So if Bitcoin drops, the altcoins will follow and go farther. But if Bitcoin goes higher, the altcoins will follow and also go farther, guys. Total market cap. Total 3. We've broken down from this. Okay, you can see this huge red candle today, and yeah, my portfolio is down too. But again, opportunities. But what has really changed? Nothing. If we spend some time consolidating just below this whole area and kind of consolidating right here, cool, no problem. Eventually, it's going to turn around. Let's take a look at it like this, guys. Take a look at it like this. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay, and it's totality. You can see it, right? You can see it right there. Boom, 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 boom. Eventually, I think we're probably going to be around here in November 2025. June, July, August, September, October, somewhere around here. That would, if we hit the top around here. That's a 5 trillion. That's a 5 trillion market cap, more or less, right around there. High fours, close to the $5 trillion market cap. That is a huge gain, guys. How much of a gain is that from current levels? Where's 5 trillion right here? That's another 600%. That's another 6x of total 3. 6x of total 3. That means that the individual coins would be they still got a lot of pump in them, guys. Okay, they still got a lot of pump in them. Let's take a quick look at what we can see. I'll dedicate the next 2 minutes to that. All right, Rio. So let's do it fast. Rio, oof, really cool. Do we drop down to $1.52? It's at $1.96. Big wick here, eating up. Maybe do consolidate down here and slow right down. I would be looking to buy Rio if I don't have any position in Rio. Land share, just consolidating before our next leg up. No big deal. I would add to my bags on the highest conviction play if I had capital, or bags of conviction plays that maybe less conviction, but that I, for whatever reason, want to invest in. I would be looking at opportunities. I am looking at opportunities. Credify, I think at a good price at 3 cents. It dropped as low as 2.8. STBU got out of this little structure for now, but it could be a fake out. Boom, back into the structure. We'll see. 23 cents. I would buy, definitely. Slowbox if I don't have any exposure to it. Trias, oof, less than $10, and below this. That's interesting. Could it be? And it dropped as low as 8.28. I would have had my order filled if I would have kept it. That's more or less where I put it. Pretty. See, this is why we have to be patient. This is a patient man's game. But I'm happy with my bag. If you don't have any exposure, this is one to definitely look at less than $10, guys. What? Forget about it. That's amazing deal right there. UVXS at a good buy price, 31 cents. Sinverse. Hey, so my thought that it could come down here and touch again. It's looking like that is going to be the case, 0.008, and that is where I would definitely start buying and loading up, because my guess is that it would do something similar to this. It wouldn't drop much below that, and it's going to move up hard at some point once the rest of the gaming plays do. Creo Engine, 11 cents, guys. Long sideways consolidation right there. It's going to pump hard. Prop base turning over, still 17 cents, maintaining relatively strong though, right? Just in a range. Tectum, guys, all these projects are really good projects. Tectum is at a great deal in my opinion. I think we probably hold this area right here, boom, 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 in the 20s, before eventually moving up. Big long sideways consolidation. $22, guys, great buy. $1.70 more or less, right? Nakamoto Games, yeah, $1.70 from as high as $3. Still a great buy, a good buy. Or AI, $12.39, a good buy. Veracity, almost back to my buy-in price. That is so crazy. But the structure is basically this big structure, and we've checked this bottom line right here, right, a few times. September 2023, we're talking about Veracity. The 24th of January into February. And now, right now, that big wick down. And now let's see what happens if we keep it. We have kept it. So, I mean, I would say that this would probably be the last area, where this is where it'll bounce. This is where it'll bottom, in my opinion. And then from here, I would guess, based on previous history, that it's going to try to come up here, at least from here to here. So that's pretty cool. I'm not selling. I'll sell up here at least, you know. GHX Gamer Coin, showing some strength. We've been here before. It's the beginning of April, right? 14 cents, looking pretty good. VRA is at 0.005 cents, by the way. GHX. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay, GHX 14 cents. Soon. Consolidation broke below here, but I think the support could be right here at 0.011. All right, Watts Pay. Just consolidating. Yeah, nothing I can see out of the order. Just consolidating, guys. All right. Getting out of this area has been proven to be very hard. We haven't been able to do it since since we got in it, the 12th of November 2023. So it'll be interesting once we break out of here to see what happens, how quickly we can go from 3 cents to 7 cents. And I think relatively quickly, guys. The next leg up for the markets overall is, in my opinion, is going to be freaking crazy. Or AI giving back this, right? And this 7 cent area really is very hard. All right, since we've been in it since June. Whoa, I'm sorry. We started playing with it around it 12th of May of 2022. Okay, so for this, as long as we keep high low, high low, high low, as long as we stay kind of around this area right here, then I think that's where we build the base to move up and do something like that again. Boom. All right, so I mean, this actually would be a good area. A lot of good areas, but guys, I mean, the way the charts are looking, it's like everything is saying buy me. Citus Heroes, Fab Welt, 0.015 cents. Citus Heroes is under a penny, 0.009. Uno Re, 5 cents. Let's see. Block Square, sideways consolidation, but it does that before that next leg up. All of them do that. So, I mean, this is a good buy. And it looks like the bottom part of this consolidation at 70 cents. CTI, 0.04. We fell out of this, and I think maybe this is where the support is going to be at 3 cents. Right now we're at 4 cents. LEOX, look at that big drop. Maybe we come down to the 0.786, which would be at 85 cents. It's at $1 right now. I wonder if we lose $1 psychological level. But I mean, it would essentially just be retesting this area, right, from this pump. It's giving back a lot, but I imagine because it can pump like that, that once we do find a base, the next pump is gonna be crazy. Weco coming back down as well, maybe testing this area right here again. Right, so I would keep an eye on it. I would be DCAing in on this project. Carrot drop. You can see it kind of just dropping like that. That's cool. It's a good project. Technically, fundamentally, nothing has changed. It's just a gaming play. Alaska Gold Rush 0.007, and eventually it will turn around. It will turn around. To buy it here and have it pump up like that, you'd be pretty happy to buy it at these levels. Let's see what else. What else did I want to bring? The ones that I've been buying. Dynex, 64 cents. Do we come back down here to 57 cents? It's looking like likely, right? It's funny, like when you're looking at it and it's like right here, you're like, nah, I can't drop down here. But I mean, the charts say that, yeah, it definitely could, and history says that it definitely probably will. All right, so I mean, we got to listen to the charts sometimes, guys. Layer AI, nice big drop. Underwater there, as you can see, 6 cents for me. It's at 3 cents. It's a nice wick right there. I do have a little bit of capital. I might add my final position on this one because I'm just one buy away from just keeping my final position. But I've been buying this one, and I like Trex 20. I made the video about it, and there's the charts. There's the charts. See, this is what happens usually after pumps. They come down. I don't know if maybe we come all the way down here, but it's possible, like I said. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it. AGC, ArgoCoin, Devolved AI is what it's called. 98 cents is at 72 cents right now. Do we keep going down this line all the way down here to 44 cents? Maybe that's what the chart kind of looks like, right? But we'll see. There could be some support right here. Could be a little triangle inside a triangle right here. Let's take a look really quick. Yeah, possible. I would say it's kind of more like this. So maybe at 60 cents there is a area there's a pocket of 58 cents. There's an area of support right there before coming down here at 30 something. So maybe the bounce would be at 58. Hopefully, depends on what the rest of the market does. But I think we're not going to be in the dumps for too long. It's not really the dumps, guys. I mean, let's put things in perspective. Bitcoin is, after all, at 67,000, playing around all-time highs again. Eventually, we'll break through, and eventually we'll start moving higher. All right, when it's just a matter of time, guys. We're gonna leave it there, or else we will just continue and continue and continue. Hopefully, I walked the people that needed to get walked off the off of the ledge from jumping. Don't do it. Life is worth enjoying, and your portfolio will turn around, and you will make life-changing gains if you do it right. Right now, just sit on your hands, or if you have capital, definitely look at these positions, look to get in after doing your homework, or just improve the positions of the projects that you're in, especially if you're underwater. All right, because then you could lower your cost average and that much quicker be in profits when the markets turn around. All right, guys, have yourself a great weekend. I will see you guys Monday. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, as you know, and the numbers are improving a little bit, so thank you for that. Hey, have a good one. Peace.